The German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer once made a chilling observation about human nature. Mankind is not composed of brothers, but of competitors. And deep within every human heart lies a quiet, waiting hatred. We like to believe that the people around us want us to succeed. We share our wins, our dreams, and our happiness, expecting celebration. But Schopenhauer warned that true goodwill is far rarer than we dare to admit. Most people do not hate you because you did something wrong. They hate you because of what you represent. Your success exposes their stagnation. Your discipline highlights their weakness. Your peace infuriates their inner turmoil. Because they cannot rise to your level, they develop a quiet, malignant desire. They want to see you fall. But covert hatred rarely shows itself as open hostility. It hides behind smiles, casual jokes, and pseudo-friendship. If you do not know how to read the subtle signs of covert malice, you will invite your enemy to sit at your table. Today, guided by the cold, razor-sharp psychological insights of Arthur Schopenhauer, we will reveal 7 unmistakable signs that someone secretly hates you and is waiting for your downfall. Pay close attention. The last sign is the most dangerous and the easiest to miss. Sign number 1, Schadenfreude, the hidden joy in your suffering. Schopenhauer wrote extensively about a specific dark emotion embedded in human nature. He called it Schadenfreude, the secret pleasure derived from another person's misfortune. Schopenhauer went as far as to say that while envy is human, Schadenfreude is devilish. When a true friend sees you fail, they feel sympathy. But a secret hater experiences a sudden, involuntary spike of satisfaction. They may try to mask it, but their body language will betray them. Look for the micro-expressions. When bad news hits you, watch their face in the first 2 seconds. Do their eyes light up for a fraction of a second? Do they ask for details under the guise of concern, yet their voice carries an undeniable energy? Notice how eagerly they pass along bad news about you to others. They aren't checking on your well-being, they are celebrating your setback. As Schopenhauer observed, nothing brings a bitter heart more relief than seeing a rising tower crash to the ground. Sign number 2, sarcastic compliments and friendly jokes. A secret hater lacks the courage to attack you openly. Therefore, they use passive aggression as their primary weapon. Schopenhauer noted that envy is a confession of inferiority. Because they feel inferior, they cannot compliment you sincerely. Instead, every piece of praise comes poisoned with a hidden insult or disguised as a joke. They will say things like, "Must be nice to get lucky like that," or "I'm surprised you pulled that off given your track record." And if you confront them, they instantly retreat behind the classic line, "Don't take it personally, I was just joking." When you react or set a boundary, they immediately turn the blame on you, calling you too sensitive. This is strategic. They want to erode your confidence piece by piece while maintaining plausible deniability. Schopenhauer warned us, pay attention to what people frame as humor. In jest, a person's true disposition often steps out from behind the curtain. Sign number 3, cold silence during your victories. Observe how someone reacts when you share good news. A genuine friend matches your enthusiasm. A secret hater, however, finds your success unbearable. When you achieve something significant, their immediate reaction is discomfort. Schopenhauer wrote, "Envy builds a wall between minds. It cannot bear the sight of another's joy." When you announce a victory, watch for the shift in tone. They will suddenly change the topic. They will minimize your achievement by attributing it to luck, timing, or help from others. Or worse, they will respond with a cold, indifferent silence, acting as if what you accomplished is meaningless. Your success forces them to face their own lack of progress. They cannot celebrate you because every step forward you take feels like an insult to them. Sign number 4, they excessively imitate you while resenting you. There is a strange paradox in covert hatred that Schopenhauer understood deeply. Envy is misplaced admiration. Someone who secretly hates you often wants your identity. They study you meticulously. They observe how you talk, how you dress, your habits, your ideas, and how you handle yourself. Slowly, you will notice them adopting your traits. copying your style, stealing your phrases, or pursuing the exact same goals you set for yourself. Yet, despite copying you, they will never credit you. In fact, they will publicly dismiss your influence. They hate you because they want what you have, but lack the authenticity to generate it themselves. They try to wear your skin, hoping the world won't notice it doesn't fit them. Sign number 5, the devil's advocate strategy. Whenever you share a plan, an idea, or a vision for your future, this person instantly steps into the role of the critic. They will wrap their criticism in phrases like, "I'm just being realistic," or "I'm just playing devil's advocate." Schopenhauer pointed out that human beings often conceal their malice behind a mask of prudence. They don't want to warn you about real dangers, they want to plant seeds of doubt in your mind. They want to sap your energy and paralyze your initiative before you even begin. If every time you speak about your dreams, this person finds a reason why you will fail, understand this: they are not trying to protect you from disappointment. They are trying to prevent you from succeeding. Sign number 6, they seek your secrets under the guise of intimacy. Schopenhauer gave a timeless piece of advice on self-preservation. To reveal your vulnerabilities to another person is to hand them a weapon they will eventually use against you. A secret hater knows they cannot defeat you as long as you remain guarded. So, they play the role of the deep, empathetic listener. They ask probing questions about your past mistakes, your insecurities, your financial troubles, or your relationship issues. They build a false sense of intimacy, encouraging you to open up. But notice the asymmetry. They collect information about you, yet reveal very little real vulnerability about themselves. Why? Because they are building an arsenal. The moment a conflict arises, or the moment your downfall presents itself, those secrets will be weaponized. They will use your weaknesses to sabotage your reputation, subtly spreading your private vulnerabilities to others. Sign number 7, sudden intimacy. When you are at your lowest, this is the most deceptive sign of all, and the one Schopenhauer warned about most passionately. When you are thriving, this person is distant, critical, or absent. But the moment you suffer a major setback, a breakup, a financial loss, a personal crisis, they suddenly appear. They become attentive, overly helpful, and deeply involved in your life. Do not confuse this with compassion. Schopenhauer noted that toxic individuals are drawn to tragedy like vultures to a corpse. They don't come to lift you up, they come to feast on the spectacle of your decline. Being near your suffering makes them feel superior. They want a front row seat to your misery so they can reassure themselves that you are no longer a threat. Once you begin to recover and rebuild, watch how quickly their support evaporates. Conclusion: the armor of silence. Once you recognize these signs in someone in your circle, what should you do? Should you confront them? Should you argue with them? Schopenhauer's answer was absolute: no. Confrontation gives them information. It lets them know they have affected you. Instead, Schopenhauer advised a strategy of cold, calculated distance and absolute discretion. If you suspect a person of lying or holding hatred, act as if you believe them. It makes them careless and bold, and soon they will betray themselves completely. Do not share your plans. Do not share your weakness. Do not share your victories with those whose eyes burn with hidden resentment. Treat secret haters with polite, distant indifference. Starve them of information. Cut off the emotional supply they crave. Your greatest revenge is not to fight them, but to remain completely undisturbed by their existence, while continuing to climb heights they can only ever watch from below. Keep your circle small, guard your mind, and walk your path with silent strength.